What's going on, guys? Savage Civilian bringing you a new video. I apologize. It's been a very long time. I think the channel started moving, got a couple thousand views, we were doing some good things, and then work really took a hold of me. Those of you that don't know, I do contract work with DHS, and there has been a lot of disasters lately, so work has had me completely tied up, and I had to put the YouTube on pause. With that said, I'm back, hopefully with a vengeance, and hopefully I can get this channel back on track to the way I wanted it to be. With that said, 2025 is here. We're 2 months, three months in, and I wanted to start off doing a EDC video. This first one is going to be what's physically on me, like pocket dump style, and it's going to be a two-part series. The second one is going to be a bag dump. I normally carry a bag. I just switched to the Vertex Gamut, which is this one here. I like this bag just because it's has a lot of tactical and locational parts to it, but it doesn't look, it doesn't really stand out. It's a very gray man style bag. So part two, I will get into that bag and all the goodies and cool stuff we keep in that bag. But this first part will be strictly what's in my pockets or on my personal body that's not the backpack. None of these are sponsors. However, I will have links below for everything in this video. If you click it and buy it through my Amazon affiliate, I do make a couple bucks, so I would appreciate that. And obviously all this stuff I bought on my own, so I do like it. So I have everything that I keep in my pockets laid out on this desk or on this workstation, and I'm just gonna grab it one by one and go from there. First and foremost, hydration is huge, so I always have a water on me. I personally am a fan of Nalgene. I have some Yetis as well, but the Nalgenes are my favorite. They're just super easy to clean. They're very light as the water's out. They're not heavy still, where the Yetis and stuff that's can be a little more cumbersome to carry. But a good water bottle always stays on me or in my hand or in my backpack or in my cup holder in the car or whatever the case may be. Second thing is, well, probably should have been first, always have a cell phone on my pocket. Cell phones, lifeline, you got ChatGPT, you got Google, you got communication, you got everything else with it. With the cell phone, AirPods, kind of essential to me. Some people don't like them, but I usually try to keep an AirPod in, especially having conversations, just to keep hands free still. Let's just start grabbing some stuff. I always have a watch. Normally I'm wearing a G-Shock. This is the one, my girlfriend got me this one a few years ago when I was working for the sheriff's office, and I still kind of wear it to this day. I have some expensive watches, but to be honest, these rubber, simple G-Shock Timex type watches are always my go-to, just because I'm not scared to beat them up. I'm not scared to actually use them. The timing's always spot on. They're digital, so I can get the date, the time, the day, military time or standard, whatever your preference is. They have that. I'm gonna start throwing this stuff down here as I go through it. But yeah, I always have a watch. Like I said, the simpler I've become, the simpler the better type thing. Keep usually 2-3 packs of dude wipes in my pocket. You could obviously use them for the bathroom, but also if you're gonna eat and you've been working all day or whatever the case may be, they're great for cleaning your hands and stuff as well. There's plenty of different brands now. I get these in bulk. It's like $10 for like 30 or 40 of them. So that's kind of why I stick to them. They smell good. And like I said, you can use them for multiple purposes. Obviously, they were made for going to the bathroom, but you can wash your hands, your face, etc. with these as well. Hand sanitizer. I usually always keep a little hand sanitizer with me. You can use like the Perel or all the generic brands, but I like the ones that kind of smell good. These are all Bed Bath & Beyond. They're a couple bucks. You can get dozens of them. And I rotate out which ones. Some of them smell good, some of them don't smell the best, but then you can kind of choose what you want from there. Next over here we have Wicked Rescue. If you don't know what this is a mom and pop style company. They make a lot of stuff for knives, actually, with knife cleaning kits, knife oiling kits and whatnot, and they made this. I've been using it for about 2 months now. It's all natural ingredients, and it is I think the main base of it is coconut oil. and it's great for if you have eczema or it's cold and you get chapped skin or anything like that. Basically skin conditioning. Lately I've been getting like a little spot on my knuckle, as you can see, where my skin keeps getting raw, and this has certainly helped it from itching or peeling or anything like that. I believe people use it on sunburn and stuff as well, but they're a great mom and pop style company, so definitely check them out. Second, I use a fold type wallet. I don't remember the brand offhand, but I will put the brand specific down there. It's kind of like the Ridge, but leather. I've had this wallet for almost 2 years now. Like any leather, I think the more it gets used and the older it gets, the better it looks. But material-wise, it's actually a Sermon brands, but material-wise, it's held up very well. I mean, like I said, I've had it for almost 2 years. I carry it every day. I come home, I throw it on the desk, I throw it on the safe, I throw it around at work, and it's got no fraying, no rips, no nothing. It's very good leather, and it was not expensive at all. Next, same thing. This was a super nice keychain that I found. I was getting ready to pull the trigger on the Ridge keychain, and I did not want to spend $100 or $74 or whatever it was. I found this one for like 10, 15 bucks or something like that. It's also held up great. It's a very good leather. It holds 2 to 6 keys, I believe. And my thing with these is, for one, it keeps my keys from, getting intertwined with each other and getting stuck in the rings. You don't have much sound when you're walking. You're not getting that jingle from the keys, and they're just sleek looking. So like I said, I've been running this for a little while. I will put the link below, and it's done very well. I have no complaints about it since I've had it. You could still pull your keys out pretty easy. And it's a good organization, and my big thing with it is being quiet. You don't hear the keys jingling like crazy. Next, I carry the Leatherman Signal Multi-Tool. This thing has tons of different tools in it. Saw styles, blade styles, different screwdriver styles, the pliers itself. And it compacts down very, very nicely, and also locks itself in, so it's not going to keep opening on you when you're walking or moving around. Have used this for about 6 months. It's never had any issues. It's never felt like it was going to fall apart. And it also has a little hook style thing on there where you could attach it to your backpack or hook it to your belt loop or something if you didn't want to keep it in your pocket. But this thing has been great. Nothing but positive things about it. And these ones are also like one of the sub $100 Leathermans, which is very nice. I'm also a fan of anything green, Ranger green, OG green, so that kind of is a biased opinion of why I went with this one, but yeah. Knives, I have a good amount of knives, but I kind of stick between these two. One is the Zero Tolerance 0044 with the Tiger. These are USA made knives. If you're not familiar with Zero Tolerance, they're phenomenal knives. Very high quality. Their customer service is beyond top notch. You could pry doors open with these things. They don't break. They hold an edge very well. And if it does ever have an issue, they're really, really good with taking care of it. They are on the higher end. I believe these are right around the $300 range, and they get up there even more pending what model you're going with. But it's an investment that you'll have for a very long time, because if something does happen to it down the road, they will take care of it. Going on to a cheaper knife, which is normally more of a beater for me, is the Spyderco Tenacious series. These are China-made knives, but they're very good quality knives for what they are. This one's about a year old. They hold an edge very well. Spyderco also is known for having really good customer service and very good QC. So for a sub $60, $70 knife, they're very good quality. Like I said, they are swappable top to bottom and left to right. So I am left-handed, so I swapped to this side, obviously, so I could still reach my blade to open it. Great knife if you don't want to spend, $300, $400, $500, but you still want something that feels like good quality. And I have pop doors open, and I cut boxes and everything else with this, and it holds a blade very well. I've got a couple things left here. I keep a TQ on me at all times. I do a lot of driving, so and the environment that I'm in for work, these weigh nothing to be able to save a life. On my work kit. I usually carry 2 on my belt and 2 on my PC, but if I'm not working, I try to keep one on me, either in a pocket, like a cargo pocket, or some of my holsters, depending how I'm carrying, will have a TQ holder built into the holster. But yeah, I mean, even if you come across an auto accident or anything, these can save a life for weighing ounces. Everyone should have a tourniquet in their car. It could save your life or someone else's. Next, I will get into flashlights. I also broke this down the same way I do the knives. I either carry a light that's great and doesn't break the bank, or one that stays kind of on my chest rig when I'm working, but it is more expensive. But again, it's one of those things, you get what you pay for. Those would be the Streamlight Wedge, super light, light here, light. They are chargeable by USB. 2 modes. You have bright, and then like if you hold it, you'll get like a turbo brightness. Batteries are probably good for about 1.5 to 2 hours if you're holding it on. This is about 1.5 years old, and I've carried it almost daily if I'm not working. And yeah, Streamlight's a very reputable brand, another brand with very good customer service at QC. A lot of the things I buy, I make sure that it's a good company just for the aftermarket support. Everything's normally going to work when you first buy it and turn it on, but down the road, if I have an issue, I want to be with a company that's going to take care of it. So these are, last I checked, I want to say $70-80. I know they were sub $100, but great lights for the money. Going on to more expensive would be the Mod Light. This is the OWL 12126 or 128, dual fuel, also rechargeable batteries. I have a switchback on it. This comes on and off if you want that on there. I'm fidgety, so I kind of twirl it at work, but it's a great use for using your weapon as well. If you didn't have a weapon light, or if your weapon light had an issue, you could shoot a pistol while having this on. The switchback can also be used as a clip, so you can kind of clip it into your pants or your pocket. Super bright lights. I can't even explain how bright these are. We mess around at work at night sometimes, and I mean 2-3 football fields away I could light up like daylight. And the charge on these lasts very well. I use it at work every day for 20 minutes or so, and I feel like I get weeks with it before I need to charge this. They are a little pricey. I believe the light without the switchback is $300 or $400. It may even be a little more, but Mod Light is super top notch. And they, again, will have customer service. This has been dropped and mangled, and I don't know if you can get that on there, but all this is peeled off from being dropped on concrete and stuff, and it doesn't blink. Lastly, before I end this video on what's physically on my body every day, will be firearms. Again, if you skip through any of the other part, there will be a 2-part series to this where I upload the backpack, which has my pistol caliber, carbine stuff, much more EDC survival bug out style stuff. So that will be part 2. I will hopefully have that up in the next few days. But yeah, lastly will be a firearm. I rotate firearms a lot. My channel is firearm related, obviously, and if you don't know, I'm a Glock fan. Dabble with some staccatos, but my glory is the Glocks. We carry them for work, and I just trust them. I shoot them well. I've trained with them thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds. And yeah, so I do have one Glock that's not here right now. I actually dropped it off to get Cerakoted, and it would be the 3rd one that I kind of carry in the middle of these. So the first one would be a Glock 47. It's actually a Frankenstein of a couple different Glocks that I put together, but it's a 17/47 length, Trigicon RMR button Type 2, and a Surefire X300. As you can see, this weapon and this Surefire has seen better days, but firearms are tools to me, and I like to be proficient with them. So I shoot a lot. I don't really care how pretty it looks. It does the job, and it doesn't hiccup on me. So again, Glock 17/47 length, Surefire X300. This is the turbo, and I keep like a goon style tape on here. I like the grip better, and it also helps in the summertime with sweating. And then, you know, every month or two I can just pull this off and put a new piece on. I run 19x mags just for capacity purposes, and all my weapons for carry or work, I run Spear Gold Dot ammo. Work holster would be the Safariland, and I'm a fan of the T-Rex holsters for knot. If I'm carrying inside the waistband, I will run a T-Rex sidecar with a tourniquet holder. Outside, I run the T-Rex iron side. This is a very, very tight to the body holster. As you can see, it comes off, you know, very, very little, so it sits super tight and flush to your body. These are also light bearing, so I can fit different Glocks and some different pistols in here as long as I'm running that Surefire on there. The pistol that I don't have is a 19X, which is G45 size, a little bit shorter of a barrel than that. I run that with a Trijicon SRO and a TLR7. So it gives me this same grip, it gives me this same capacity, it gives me this optic platform, but it cuts me down to about here. For concealment purposes or appendix carry or whatever the case may be, and I still get that light and stuff out of it. And then lastly, don't carry it a ton, but is the 43X. This is a standard 43X with rail, not the MOS. When you start getting into the larger lights on these guns and the optics and everything, I think they're kind of impractical, and it'd be better to just carry a 19 or a 45 at that point. So this gun stays very simple. It's just running a Streamlight TLR7X sub. Like I said, 43X standard. I do run a magwell on here, not really for the loading purposes, just because I have big hands and the 43X has a pretty small grip, so it kind of helps seat my hand there and get better hand placement. Same thing, Spear Gold Dots are pretty much always what I'm going to run, and I usually keep a spare 43X magazine in my pocket. But this I normally only carry if I'm, you know, in sweatpants, if I'm running to the grocery store for 5 minutes down the road, I'm running to the mailbox, I'm outside mowing the lawn, so, you know, simple stuff. Oddly enough, I have purchased Tier 1 concealment holsters, Works, T-Rex, like I've said, and I couldn't actually find a holster that I was comfortable with this 43X until I found this guy, which was like a Amazon/eBay company, you know, just a company I've never heard of. It doesn't really get much rave. It's called holsterx.com, and this is actually phenomenal. It fits very well, it conceals very well, it's comfortable, so props to these guys for making something simple and very affordable, and also market ready. Lastly, on this 43X, I did forget to mention, I do, on all my firearms, run Trijicon night sights. Most of your bad guys are out at night, and you don't ever want to shoot at what you can't see, so I'm an advocate for night sights, I'm an advocate for weapon lights. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, everything here is not sponsored, but if there's something that you did like and want to check out, click the link down below. It really does help. And I'll see you on the next video within the next few days with the bag dump, and hopefully you'll like that as well. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.